This video was going to be all about giving you ideas and inspiration and tips on how to get a little bit more from your family videos. Now we're all stuck at home in lockdown. It's really important to kind of capture those real everyday moments, even the really boring ones. And today I thought, you know what, I'll film something really simple. I'll show you some tips on how to film something that seems quite boring and make it look a little bit more interesting. And Paisley had other ideas, so I nearly binned the whole lot and was going to think I'll just redo it another day when she's feeling a little bit more receptive, but that's probably against everything, the reason why I'm doing this. So the next little bit is everything that happened with Paisley and I hope you learn something from it. Otherwise I'm going to waste a lot of time editing this. But yeah, roll camera.
If I put my hand up, can I ask a question?
You want to ask a question? What question do you want to ask? Yes, Princess
Can
Paisley.
I have that?
You want to wear a microphone?
Just that.
Shall I get one for you?
Can't see that. They might see that.
Do you think? Is it not so discreet? Where's the microphone gone now?
Is the microphone on?
I don't know. It's not going to hear you in there, is it?
It's not in there. Look.
Magic.
It's in here.
The reason for doing this video today is because I thought it might be helpful to kind of show you how to film a little bit of your everyday family life and make your own video, like what we've been doing. So it can be used by your phone. You don't have to have a camera like me, but I thought I'd use the camera to illustrate a little bit better how we are going to film a little sequence that we could do just doing at home.
Sequence.
A sequence. This shot that you see here, this shot is what you'd call an establishing shot. This is how it sets the scene of what we're about to do. And what are we about to do? We are going to...
Video.
No, what are we going to colour in?
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs to put in our window, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our established shot. This is showing that we are doing something really fun in this big space. So how I would do it with my phone if I wanted to be in the shot with Paisley, as well as actually filming it myself for our own personal use, is I would find somewhere to stick the camera.
Well, we can. I'm just going like this.
So I just literally find something to prop up against.
And it's my
Not that way, because the
Easter
camera's
egg.
outside.
It's before Easter.
I'll use Paisley's Easter egg. I would literally prop it up against something like said Easter egg. I'll use my Easter egg then.
And that's not yours, that's Daddy's.
That is my Easter egg.
That is Daddy's.
Oh, this is going to make it more interesting, isn't it? So literally find somewhere really cool to prop the camera up that you wouldn't even know. And just to get a nice shot of the room, like we were saying before. And then I can go in the shot and you can see me. See? Then you'd probably change your angle to, let me get a focus on it, to put something so we can see her right there. There she is. And that means if you press record and I come to sit over here, I get to be with you too.
I get to be with you too.
Right, and so what we can do is we can film us doing some colouring in. What colour are you going to pick first?
We can film us doing some colouring in.
Are you copying me?
Are you copying
Are you copying me?
Are you copying me?
You could leave this so you can hear saying some silly things.
So you can hear saying some silly things.
And Paisley doing copycat things like that.
And Paige doing copycat things like that.
And we... So I quite like rolling or filming these bits for a little bit longer.
Do you like rolling?
Yeah, so we can use, sometimes they just say something really cute and it's just quite nice just to use that little section and not the whole thing. Because I think using this whole thing might be a little bit boring.
Might be a little bit boring.
Another thing I sometimes do is film detail shots.
Film detail shots.
And why do you think I film details like this?
And why do you think I film details like this? Oh, Paisley.
So it's just to kind of, to add with that shot that we did before, you could hold that
shot we
and be like, ooh, I think we're going to be doing some colouring. And then we can maybe do some close-ups here, look.
Do some colouring.
Showing what we're actually colouring in. What's that? What can you see?
Bunny?
Where's the bunny?
There.
So you get interesting angles going low. Or maybe you could go up high to see the whole picture of what they're doing. And sometimes it's nice seeing their face.
That's a boo-boo. That's a poo spot on the floor. That's a cloud. There's some lightning striking out.
So we use the wider shots to see everything that's going on in the screen. And what we like to use, I'll see if I can draw them on the screen after, but it's a rule of thirds. So see, you split the screen into 3 at that side and try and keep the eye line kind of in this third here. Always make a nice way.
Rain.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
And sometimes stepping away for a couple of minutes.
Sometimes step away what it is.
Usually means that they forget you're there and they'll just be cute while you're filming, but Paisley has decided she doesn't want to do that.
So she doesn't want to do that.
So it's about having fun with it, and it's about making it a little bit more interesting than just filming straight from camera and just filming like that and moving around. Kind of thinking of little details and those little tricks that I showed you, kind of just make it a bit more interesting to watch back, and paints a nicer picture, I guess, and just makes it a little bit more fun. So
It just makes it
a little bit more fun. So just remember those, keeping a nice wide shot, and you can kind of use props to kind of lean the camera on, so you can press record and then you can get in the shot, and doing nice little close-ups to kind of show details, but also to kind of capture those kind of the learnings, like when they're learning to draw or to write and those sort of things. Getting in nice and close is a nice way to introduce that as well. But I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Is that it?
Is that it?
I don't know. Is that it?
I don't know if that is.
Wish me luck.
Bye.
Bye. So yeah, it's not always easy. Children are there to challenges, and sometimes the day doesn't go as swimmingly as we thought, or the ideas that we have in our head and what could be a beautiful shot or how we could capture a lovely moment ends up just not happening, and that's okay. I'd be surprised how many shots I try and get that don't happen, and so all these lovely films that I share that show all these perfect little moments that seem very natural and posed, they are, but it probably took me a very long time to get to that point. So my best tips for this is patience, persistence, keep a camera or your phone handy at all times just in case, and do try kind of leaving it to one side and letting it record and see what happens, because I think if you can have the patience to do that and be a little bit creative with it, then they soon forget the cameras are there and you'll get some really nice shots. So fingers crossed you have better luck than I did today. But good luck, and I can't wait to share them with me, because I like seeing everyone's little behind the scenes at home, and have fun with it. That's the most important thing out of all this. Just have fun.